Hello, everybody watching the Haunt channel. And what I have today is a very interesting slash special video. This is a prototype hex, as you guys seen in the past, review slash update. You guys haven't seen him in a while, so I wanted to show you him. So basically, since December to May, this has actually been getting repaired by Halloween Fair 101. So I want to give a big thanks to Chris for actually fixing this and taking time out of his days to just be working on this. And the thing is, it actually isn't fully fixed yet, but it's the majority of it is. You'll see it in the demo in a few. So yeah, very happy that I have him back. Even though he's not fully fixed, we will try working on him some more. But for the most part, he is fixed. I'll go over some things right now. Starting with the neck, actually. I know the neck might look weird right here. The reason for that is because ever since I actually got this, which I got this from a place called Halloween Connection in 2019. And when I got it, you guys know it was really broken. But the store's out of business now. And the guy had a bunch of old, I filmed there, they have some prototypes and old props, this being one of them. And I actually paid $150 for this with a spasm because that was broken as well. So that was a pretty good deal. So basically $75 for each. So yeah, you guys saw that when I got it, it barely did anything. The head only turned a little bit, the eyes didn't light up, and the mouth didn't move, and the audio would usually get cut, and they would try going in a full circle, but it couldn't do it. But anyways, about the neck. Ever since I actually got it, it had cracks in it, but over time it just got worse. So what I did was, I know it doesn't look the best, but this works. You get some liquid latex that's made for your face for makeup. You can make like nice flesh wounds, as shown in the picture right there. And it does work for props with latex. You can just like spread it with like a knife or something, like a plastic knife or anything that works like that. And then yeah, it should work. Even though it doesn't look the best, it's not like I'm gonna use this on Halloween because I'm not. Because it's a prototype, I wouldn't do that. It's just gonna be sitting in my room. Because it is a prototype, it's a one of a kind piece. I want to get the best use of it, and I want to keep it in as good condition as I can. That's why I'm trying to get it fixed. But yeah, so it's not like anyone's really gonna see that. I know it doesn't look too good, but it's better than just having the whole thing just rot away because it was rotting. And the latex actually helps on any like latex prop with like holes or whatever in it. It fills it up. So yeah, pretty. I mean, some things can be hard to do with it, but it's pretty simple to use for the most part. Then, as you can see, the wires and stuff are exposed because the neck is supposed to be glued to this piece, and the head's unglued too, and it's supposed to be glued to this piece. And you can see that's like hand cut right there. So yeah, right now that's like that because there still needs to be work done to it anyways. Yeah, so a while ago I made a video with Circus Spirit comparing his hexes with this and my other hex, and with other haunters are there too. I filmed two different videos of that, one in 2019 and one last year for 2020, and we were going through all the differences between the different hexes, and this obviously has a lot of differences from the released hex, as you can tell. The paint job and programming is really different. Yeah, like for example, these cuts aren't filled in, it has red eyes, lack of detail in the face, but that's just a prototype, doesn't matter. And the clothing's different as well. And the sensor's in a different spot. Usually the sensor on the released one, well, prototype's right here. The released one is usually on here or on one of the knees. But yeah, I'm so glad to actually, have this at all. Even if it wasn't getting fixed, But luckily I have people like Chris who can actually fix this and, get it to its, hopefully back to its fully original shape. It's getting there. And this actually wasn't even sealed, it's just duct taped. And I don't think I can really show it that well. There's the pole, you might be able to see, I don't know. But there is an E-prong in there, which prototypes do have. And that's like the programmable something. It is on with like the programs, and not all, but I think a lot of prototypes have that, and I don't think any released items have that as well. So yeah, it does look a bit deflated, but that's always been like that. I could probably stuff it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to take the time, because you see, I'd have to it's already kind of, you know, unsealed, but I'd have to like rip it all the way up, and honestly, I think that's as far as it even goes. I'd have to cut the latex, which I obviously don't want to do. Um, but yeah, and I do actually, there is a video of this actually fully working for like a 2 second clip from the Expo 2007. This is the year the animated one came out. There was actually a static one as well. And the static one actually, I think it did actually have this exact page by George Shell. But this is not the George Shell model, like sculpt. You know, well, the not the exact one sculpted by George Shell, but George Shell did sculpt the Hex character overall. It's not like he made all of them, because there was a prototype he actually did with the static version, and then, you know, Morbid just based a mold off of that for the animated version. Same with the batch. Um, so yeah, actually, I'm gonna tip this over carefully because I don't want to ruin the head too much or anything. Because I want to show you guys the base of this thing. Alright, that's good. Here's the base. Extra latex compared to the regular one. These on the regular one are white, not black. Some of the screws are rusted, but that doesn't matter because I'm not even going to bother. I don't even need to open this. Speakers right there. Battery compartment with switch. There's some screws in here for some reason, and you can see the holes here on the normal one. These things would be all around holding the latex down, but this is just like a thin layer right here, just glued, and then it just goes like a regular hex. And I want to explain this. So when I'm making this, it was yesterday that I met him. I met Mark, who's the original Morbid owner, and he created this new company called Deja Boo. And we met him at the old Halloween outlet because his family owned that and it closed, but he still has access to the store. And he was able to sign a few things, which was this. So Hex Lives Mark. So thanks again, Mark. Yeah, funny, but it's cool. Glad to have this sign and stuff. It adds to, you know, more of the value of this, I guess you could say. A little bonus. And this is actually different color for this. This is my regular Hex's battery cover. And as you can see, this is much bigger compared to this. Different color, and you know, this is more spread out, and this is just in the middle. And it both hexes actually take 4 AA batteries. So yeah, I'll guess I'll put him back up and show you what he does. All right, so I just turned Hex on. I'll show you what he does now. I'll show him one more time. Alright, I'm gonna shut him off and then I'll explain more of him. I shut him off, and as you can see, he does work much better than he did when I first got him. Still not 100%, but you know, it's getting there. So, I don't know some of the things, but I'll explain one thing. As you saw, the whole head shook up, and it's supposed to like just make the mouth move, really. But it does. The mouth does work because that's why the head was shaking. It just, in order for the mouth to actually move, it just needs to be glued right here. And then once it's glued, it'll actually like make the mouth move. And yeah, as you can see, he does like as soon as he finishes his phrase, he activates. And unlike the released ones that, like, for example, 2008, he'll go through his whole track, and his track will even end if like he's on like low batteries or something. Yeah, his head will spin slower, but after the neck crunches stop, he'll just continue to where he's supposed to stop, and then he'll laugh. Like this one just stops right when it does the audio. And for 2010 models and 11, they seem to go a bit slower. And what they actually did with that was they actually extended the, well, it's more of a repeat of the neck crunching, so it will look more natural, I guess, or sound more natural. So it will keep cracking until it makes it to that point. And then once as you can see with this, and there's an old video, like a 2 second clip of the expo of this, and you can see it's like goes straight, but for some reason this now, it'll stop like right here, but then it'll hit the relay switch, and the relay switch resets over here for some reason, so it goes like that. but it should really just be going like this. Like, after it's done laughing, it just stay and not reset. So I don't know what the issue is. We asked Mark, he doesn't know what the issue is. Chris doesn't know the issue right now, but he might look more into it. So yeah, just interesting how this works. It's really different compared to a regular hex, as I said. Programming, looks, just almost everything about this is different, which, I mean, it's cool. But yeah, because obviously prototypes do differ from, released items and stuff like that. And one more thing I do want to mention, this has actually happened a few times. Not that, obviously it didn't happen when I just filmed it, but what actually happens is if the head sometimes will, like, when it gets to the back position, and it doesn't even finish its track, sometimes it'll actually stop like that, and I don't know what the issue is. It's something with the relay switch, I want to say, but I don't know why it does that, but it only does that sometimes. I do want to get this thing fully fixed, like I said, but once again, it's not a thing that needs to be, fully fixed, because I'm not using this on Halloween, obviously, because it's a prototype. But still, I just want it fixed for, just to have, because, it's cool. And once that happens, I'll make a demo video if, if this thing hopefully can be fixed fully. But after that happens, I will make, like, just a regular video of it. But yeah, overall, that's really all I have to say. Once again, I want to give a big thanks to Chris, or Halloween Fan 101, to fully fixing this, especially for free. Couldn't have it where it's at this point if it wasn't for him, because, it would have just been broken, and maybe possibly worse, because, things just break over time sometimes, especially like the neck, but, I can fix the neck like I did, but either that doesn't look the best. Also, once again, I do want to say thanks again for Mark, the original Morbid owner / new Deja Boo owner, for, giving me and Chris a good time and signing all this stuff and letting us into the old outlet, because Mark's just amazing. So I gotta give a shout out to him, and I'll probably put some Chris's channel and some of the Deja Boo stuff in the chat, or what I mean is the description. But yeah, they're making props soon. They actually do have a prop coming out called Emerging Zombie, and they do have a few masks coming out. Some of them have already been made, but they look pretty cool. If you're a big mask collector, I recommend go buying them. They're decently priced, because, they do put a lot of quality and stuff, kind of making it like the old Industries days for Morbid. But, obviously like a newer style. But, yeah, more products will be coming from them soon. So, yeah, I'd support if you guys go check out their page if you haven't. They've YouTubed as well, which is Deja Boo, which is the old Frick catalog channel they took over because they were related with each other. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm really glad this thing is coming along good. Hopefully we'll get more fixed, but for right now, it's pretty good. So, yeah. One more overview of what he looks like. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. So, yeah. Give this video a like, please, nice comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.